Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a mutant draft. We are joined by AF Parker and Garth Wicomb. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Doing great, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you very much. So yeah, Garth and myself are friends. We've been friends for a long time. We've always kind of like basically had a kinship over comics and movies, and he's been on this channel before. Some people of the channel might recognize him. A new face to the channel is AF Parker. First time we met was at the Ant-Man Quantumania premiere or press screening, which was quite a way to meet someone. We kind of bonded over our let's just say not enthusiastic reception of that movie.
Disagreement.
Of
the movie.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, otherwise, like, you know, he's also got a channel. It's called That's Geeky AF. We'll link it a little bit later. If you like this channel, chances are you'll like that channel as well. So thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me this morning. So basically, for those of you who want to understand what this mutant draft is all about, essentially we are all going to be building our mutant teams. There are specific roles that need to be sort of filled out, and basically we're going to be doing it in kind of a snake draft. So one player will start, and then the next player, and then the last player, the third player, will get 2 picks, and then we go backwards again. So that's basically the snake draft. For the purposes of this video, we're going alphabetically. So AF will get the first pick, then myself, and then Garth, and then obviously, you know, the snake format. Like I said, each player needs to build their own team filling specific roles, but they don't have to go with the first role. They can jump around with different roles. They must be mutants. That is the requirement for this, except for the special category, which we'll talk about in a second. They can be heroes or villains. So either one. It doesn't have to be an X-Men team of classic heroes. And by the X-Men comics in general, there's always been sort of villains have joined the X-Men, and you know, and so on and so forth. So, but for the purpose of this, it's all mutants, right? So it's heroes or villains. Once a mutant is chosen, no one else can choose that character, and any role, like I said, can be filled in at any specific time. The roles that we're looking at are a leader, a brain, a muscle, a wildcard, a telepath, an energy blaster, a rookie, and then a collaborator. And the collaborator is any non-mutant, but is also a Marvel character. So those are the roles. And yeah, so basically let's get to it.
My first pick is going to be Storm.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's just like that loyal character. She is overpowered to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And yeah,
basically,
I just think that there's nobody better, in my opinion,
absolutely,
to start with the draft than Storm.
Which category are you putting in? Which role?
She will be my leader.
Yeah, fair. I thought as much. Very, very nice. Okay, perfect. Cool. All right, solid first pick. I'll go for my first pick. I'm gonna go for my brain. And it works because it's essentially a 2-for-1. I'm gonna go with Hank McCoy Beast.
Oh, that's cheats, man.
Yeah, brain and muscle. You can't deny it. It's a solid package. One of the OG X-Men as well. I love Beast. I think he's great. And like I say, he pulls kind of 2 roles, but I'm gonna put him in brain. So that's my pick. All right, Garth, you up?
Okay.
And remember, you get 2 picks. So yeah,
I get 2 picks.
Correct.
Okay. That's actually. So for telepath,
yeah,
obviously I'm gonna go with Jean Grey.
Nice.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously she's
Omega level mutant.
Yeah. So that's another question I was gonna ask. How many Omega level mutants can we choose? Because there's quite a few. There's actually not quite a few, but I mean,
look, there's a certain amount that do fit in various categories. And look, if you wanna like amplify your team to the nth degree and put in Omega level mutants, you can. I thought about whether or not I should limit a certain amount of Omega level mutants, but I thought for the accessibility of the video and just for the general kind of like process of this, I thought maybe let's not limit ourselves on that. So go for it, man. If you want to put in, you can.
And then for wildcard, I had 2 options. Can I say which options I wanted? and I'll show you which one to choose.
I mean, you can, and then but you're gonna give us information. Well, I suppose a lot of us have our lists already, so yeah. I mean, you can tell us which two you're kind of dabbling towards.
There was two. There was Deadpool.
Yeah.
And then there was Legion.
Yeah.
Which technically is another Omega level mutant.
Correct.
As a wild card, the person that's most unhinged, who literally killed the Marvel. I mean, the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
You have to go with Deadpool.
Nice. Very nice.
You have.
Yeah, he was on my list as well, for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
For wildcard. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. All right, so my next one is going to be my. Let's think about this. Which one should I choose next? I'm gonna go with my leader, and I'm gonna go Magneto, leader of the Brotherhood, and just all around a fantastic character. Like, I love Magneto. He's the quintessential anti-hero, sympathetic villain, and I put villain kind of in inverted commas. I think he's one of the most sympathetic and kind of like amazing sort of counterparts. I love the dynamic between Charles Xavier and Magneto. They kind of like, they have the same sort of goal, which is for mutant acceptance, but for the one it's equality with humans, and the other one it's supremacy. And I love that sort of dynamic between them. Every scene with Charles Xavier and Eric Lenscher in any movie or any kind of comic book or whatever, it's just the most compelling thing in that. You know what I mean? So that's my choice for Magneto, 100%. Cool. AF,
Have you seen his run? I think it was the Krakoa. Yeah. Where he becomes the leader of the X-Men and he just fucks shit up.
Yeah.
For my language.
Yeah. I mean, he was pretty badass in X-Men 97 as well, right? Because he became like, like I thought, like every iteration of Magneto for me is like, it's always top tier. It's such a fun character. 100%. Yeah. Okay, cool. AF, you up?
So for my brain, I'm going Professor Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
I mean, without him, the mutants were going to carry on with zero direction. Yeah. Without him, there is no X-Men. And without him, there's like he's the one that built this team. He's the one that sort of outlined this entire plan and gave the mutants something worth fighting for. So and I mean, he's Omega level. He is extremely smart, and I think it's a no-brainer for him to 100%. Be a brain.
100%. Yeah, I think wasn't there like a time where there was a question mark on his him being a Omega level mutant, because in terms of because he, like, I think there was a certain point where Omega level mutant was like, oh, you're the best in your field, but then there was also a correlation between like, do you have a ceiling basically, and like, do you have you reached that ceiling?
I think it was unlimited potential was the caveat. Like.
Because people always said, like, in terms of telepathy and telekinesis and all those kind of things. Well, I suppose for Charles Xavier it's more telepathy, but it was like Jean Grey is far superior. There's arguments for like other X-Men or mutants being also a little bit further ahead of him in terms of his sort of telepathy. But I think it's also like, and another argument has always been like he's needed tools, like he's needed Cerebro to kind of amplify his power. So I think there was always that, but I believe in the recent years they've kind of made him an Omega level mutant because he has accessed like the extent of his powers. Like there's no more leveling up for him. He's right there. So he's like
he's there. He's the pinnacle.
Yeah. 100%. No, that's good.
Cool.
It's solid.
And then I am doing Muscle next, so I have Wolverine.
Yeah, fair. He was my first pick for Muscle as well. 100% now. Wolverine. Yeah. I mean, that's
he's not Muscle.
Nah, but he's got.
He goes toe to toe with the Hulk.
Exactly. And he's relentless as well. I remember someone mentioning once that it was like, he's not the most, like, he can't shoot lasers out of his eyes and control the weather and whatever. Like, he's got claws, but he's like relentless. Like he'll take a hit and he'll keep going. Like that for me is like, that's a tank. That's powerhouse. You know what I mean? So I fully agree with like Wolverine. He was my first pick as well, 100%. Okay. So then next is my pick, and I'm gonna go with. Let's see. I'm gonna go with my muscle, just because I think there's not a lot of muscle. Funny enough, in like X-Men chronology, there's a few, but I think I'm gonna go with my one, and I'm gonna go Colossus.
Nice.
Yeah. I think Colossus is all around like he's a badass. He's fucking, he's got the build, he's got the power, he's got the like sort of brute strength, but he's also like a good guy. So he's not too much of a loose cannon, so to say. So yeah, I think Colossus is a nice, and Colossus and Beast on the same team. I mean, we've got the power sorted, so
yeah.
Garth, you've got 2 picks now.
2 picks. I had 2 picks last one, didn't I?
Yeah, so when it's Snake, so you always
Snake order.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I have 2. I have the leader, which was gonna be Cyclops.
Okay.
Which is always he's quintessential.
Yeah.
Boy Scout.
He's the Boy Scout.
He's Captain America with lasers.
Eye lasers, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have Jean Grey on my team. I must have Cyclops on my team.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's the leader that you want in your team.
Yeah.
And then for Rookie, so I try to pick characters obviously now that have appeared in live action, so you could sort of understand what they might look like and who these people are.
Sure.
So I don't know how AF is gonna feel about this, but for Rookie, I went with Magic from New Mutants.
Yeah. Magic was also on my list, 100%.
Powerhouse. You know how strong this chick is?
Yeah.
She's like, she's top tier.
Yeah.
The movie did a bit of a dirty, but
yeah,
she needs to be on a team.
Yeah.
You should read her most recent run. I think it like concluded about a month ago or so. Some really good stories in there.
Nice.
Is it under Magic or is it under Uncanny?
Magic. No, it's Magic. She got a solo run.
Oh,
nice.
That's a strange to have for such an obscure character. But I'm assuming they only do this now after the movie. They give him a little bit more backstory.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, so next pick is mine. I'm gonna lock down my telepath. So obviously Jean Grey and Charles Xavier are both taken. So I could go 2 avenues here. But I think the one that I'm gonna go for is someone with a very obnoxiously alliterative name. Quintavious Quire Kid Omega.
Quintavious.
His full name is so ridiculous. His name is Quintavious Quirinius Quire. And he goes by Quint.
What?
Yeah. Kid Omega is my telepath. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Like I have mentioned, Rebel, he's kind of like this character who's kind of a bit of a loose cannon. I almost put him in wildcard as well, but I was like, okay, if the big hitter telepaths are taken, I'm gonna put Kid Omega in telepath. So yeah, that is my pick. Cool. AF, you got 2 picks now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for a wild card of Mystique.
Yes.
Ooh,
very nice.
Shapeshifter, she can do it all.
Yeah, absolutely. She was on my list for wild card as well. Yeah.
That was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and she adds a little bit of like this kind of, unpredictability is the right word, I think, and then a little bit of chaos as well. She's kind of hard to pin down, like someone who's willing to do some really interesting things. So yeah, 100% Mystique is a solid category, a solid entry to that category for sure. And your next one?
Then my telepath is Emma Frost.
Yes, that was the other one that I was going to choose. That was the other one. 100%. So I had basically my top 4 was Jean Grey, Charles Xavier, Kid Omega, and Emma Frost. Like those are the big ones. Yeah. But do you wanna speak a little bit more towards Emma Frost?
Yeah, no, I just think that she is this manipulative telepath, and I think that is an amazing weapon to have on any team.
Yeah.
Somebody that can sort of get into the mind of anybody and manipulate them to do what needs to be done.
Yeah. 100%. Okay, cool. So I think it's my turn now. I'm gonna go with my. I'm gonna go with my wild card, and I'm gonna go with the Scarlet Witch.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, fucking House of M. You know what I mean? Like she's kind of so powerful that she can warp, reality, and she's got this exponential power, whether it's in the movies, the MCU, whether it's in the comics. Plus she is Magneto's daughter, so that helps.
Yeah.
With him being my leader. So yeah, that's my pick. It's the Scarlet Witch.
You know, it's a messed up part. She's also not classified as an Omega mutant, sorry.
Yeah.
But she is the strongest Avenger, so
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. That's very true. 100%. Okay, Garth, you got 2 picks now.
Hey, so, Muscle.
Yeah.
You're so close, but Namor for the Muscle.
Very nice
Like-
pick. Very nice
like-
pick.
nice.
I had him in my leader category as well. Actually, he was like,
Yeah, considering he's like the leader of Atlantis, or
Yeah.
the Marvel equivalent of. But as a power, you went toe to toe, I think, with Hulk
yeah,
on the field.
He's super strong.
100%.
OP.
Yeah.
And then for Energy Blaster, so I also had 2.
Yeah.
However, so I was brushing up on my lore last night and I realized Vulcan.
Yes, Falcon is on my list.
But he can't. They can't. I mean, I don't think they can do him proper in any sort of live action because he's actually cracked. He's crazy.
Yeah, 100%. 1000%,
Yeah, so-
bro.
And he's Omega as well.
Yeah, definitely. Gabriel Summons. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the older brother.
Older
of
brother.
Cyclops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Very solid pick there. So obviously I'm gonna go for Energy Blaster next. I was also kind of basically the Summers family is like ideal for this category. You've got Cyclops, but he's already taken. Vulcan's taken. There's obviously Havoc as well, which we would have seen in X-Men First Class. But I'm actually gonna go with the Cajun Gambit.
What? For what's this?
Energy Blaster.
No,
Love
you're.
it.
100%. 100%. Dude, he can turn anything. He can
Yeah.
make anything a kinetic sort of blaster. Like
Yeah.
he can manipulate it and make it a thing. That's why he has a deck of cards, dude. He's just throwing things around, and plus he's so charismatic and so
Monami.
yeah, mon ami, mon cher. You know what I mean? Like he's got a lot of personality to him, which I like. And I've always liked Gambit as a character. Like the fact that they Garth, this, because I've been speaking about it for a long time. When they were going to make the Channing Tatum Gambit movie years ago, right? When he was in that photo shoot with like all the Fox people and whatever, I was like, okay, this is dope. I'm hyped for this. I mean, Channing Tatum's fine, but like I'm happy to see Gambit get his thing. I mean, he played that small crap role in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but I was like, this is going to be Gambit's movie, right? And then it just got delayed and got put in development hell, and I was like, this movie's never going to see the light of day. And then eventually, obviously, he did show up. Channing Tatum's Gambit did show up in Deadpool and Wolverine. But I love Gambit. I think he's a great sort of person to put in this role. And I think of all of these categories, I think Energy Blaster works best for him. So yeah. Cool.
He was going to be my pick for the Energy Blaster as well.
Nice.
So, luckily, like my backup pick is still available.
Yeah.
It is me, right, with a double pick now.
Yes, it is you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I might as well just go for my Energy Blaster, and that will be Havoc. He was my second pick.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like you said, the Summers family, they basically the ones who are the no-brainers for this category.
Yeah.
They just like his plasma projection is just amazing, and the range that his Energy Blast can reach is insane. So yeah, definitely a good backup for me. So
Very
that's
nice.
that one. And then my rookie, this will be my last pick. And as you can see over here, Miss Marvel, she is a mutant.
She is.
And Kamala Khan will be my final pick. She will be the rookie. This is now until we get to the collaborator. This is all the mutants.
Yes.
Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, final pick for me.
Very nice. Very, very
What
nice.
a niche pick.
Yeah, solid. I like it though. Very solid pick.
Yeah, I'm so muddled by what they did in the movies that I didn't realize she's actually a mutant.
Yeah. I mean, they played they needle dropped the X-Men theme song on a show as well. Yeah, but originally wasn't she an Inhuman, right?
She was an Inhuman.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Cool.
That was because Marvel didn't have the rights to mutants at that time.
Yes.
So they needed to create a brand new set of beings, and she was an Inhuman.
Yeah, 100%.
By the way, AF, do you remember the Inhumans TV series?
What TV series?
That is the right answer. That is 100%.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so it's me next, right? I think I'll also maybe I should go. I mean, I could choose my collaborator. I think he's gonna be a strong one because I think the rookie. You've already both chosen your rookies, so I'm gonna be strategic here and I'm gonna choose my collaborator. And I'm gonna go with Reed Richards.
Oh.
Smartest man in the world. Leader of the Fantastic Four. A solid collaborator to bring in into this. I think even though Scarlet Witch destroyed him in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, hopefully here they can work together. So that's my pick for collaborator. Yeah.
Well, she didn't destroy Reed Richards. She actually just destroyed Jim Halpert.
Oh yes, that's true. That is very true. Yeah, you're 100% correct. That is true.
But no, don't you mean what's his name? Park?
Is it Randall Park?
Randall Park.
Yeah, Randall Park with his close-up magic. Yeah. Okay, G, you got 2 picks now. So to close
I've got the brain and I've got
the collaborator.
The collaborator. It's so tough. So the brain, which you chose good picks there for that. So I'm only left with. Actually no, I'm left with 2. I'll go with the one, Apocalypse.
Ooh, wow, big pick.
That's a great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the first mutant who's technically also basically the god of, I would say, of the X-Men universe, considering he was the first universe, and he still, they still haven't described his power set. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Because he
can do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit
So
OP.
you'd be the brain, and then for collaborator, which is a problem on my team, I would say.
Okay.
I was gonna go with Nick Fury.
Wow. Okay.
That was my pick.
Very nice. Very nice. I like
I
that.
mean, I have Cyclops, I have Deadpool, and I have Apocalypse on one side. I need Nick Fury there to be like, you know what, okay guys, we need to work together.
That's true actually, because you've got a lot of people who could go any which way. So you need someone to kind of ground them a little bit. I like this actually.
Yeah. Come right.
Yeah. Yeah, Cyclops and Nick Fury have a lot of work to do with this variety of characters, yeah.
And Namor as well.
Yeah, Namor as well, yeah. Okay, so my last pick is going to be my rookie, and I'm going to go for a character from X-Men Evolution, Storm's nephew, Spike.
Ooh, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, it's a deep cut. Like a lot of people aren't. I love X-Men Evolution, the TV show. It's an animated TV show back in the day, and Spike was kind of like almost the main character in that. He was like the rogue or the Kitty Pryde, or like the surrogate kind of audience person. He was young. He was Storm's nephew, and he was also a bit of a rebel, bit of a loose cannon, and basically he could use his bone. He had bone manipulation, so you could use his bones to kind of he could create armor for himself as well. He could shoot out bones as spikes, hence his name Spike.
I don't even know this. Spike.
Yeah, Spike, yeah. With a Y. So S-P-Y-K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that show back in the day. Hey, you've seen X-Men Evolution, yeah?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's a good show.
That's the one where Kitty Pryde was
Correct.
very important, yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, that's deep, bro.
Yeah. I've always liked the character, and I figured none of you would like take him as the rookie. But yeah, I think that's a great character. Okay, AF, your last pick to close out all of our teams. Your collaborator, please.
Yeah, so there were a few picks over here. Garth picked my number one pick, that was Nick Fury. But a very close second is Spider-Man.
Yes. Ooh. He was also on my list. 100%.
He's smart, so he'll be able to help out Professor X with all the brain stuff. He's universally relatable to any character in the Marvel universe. And I just think that he can be the glue that holds anything together.
Absolutely, 100%.
And he irritates Wolverine. So
that's a solid dynamic, yeah, definitely.
But imagine Spider-Man and Miss Marvel on a team together with all of these other like senior people around.
Very true.
I think it's a very good balance of everything.
Yeah, I like that actually. That's very cool. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, those are all of our teams. So just to kind of reiterate, for AF, his leader is Storm, Brain Charles Xavier, Muscle Wolverine, Wildcard Mystique, Telepath Emma Frost, Energy Blaster Havoc, Rookie Miss Marvel, and his collaborator is Spider-Man. And then mine, my leader is Magneto, my Brain is Beast, my Muscle's Colossus, my Wildcard is Scarlet Witch, the Telepath is Kid Omega, Energy Blaster is Gambit, the Rookie is Spike, and collaborator is Reed Richards. And then Garth's leader is Cyclops, his Brain is Apocalypse, his Muscle is Namor, his Wildcard is Deadpool, Telepath is Jean Grey, Energy Blaster Vulcan, Rookie Magic, and collaborator Nick Fury. Solid teams, gents. I think we did ourselves a real good thing here with like the mixture. So we're gonna just take a couple of minutes to kind of maybe just talk about why you think your team is the best overall out of these three teams. If you want to start.
Yeah, I think I just touched on it now when I was ending off. Like I feel like my team has a really good balance of a lot. Like we have a lot of the OG X-Men in there with Professor X and Storm and Wolverine. We have like the new energy with Miss Marvel in there. Like I don't know if you guys can see my poster over here. The new comic that came out earlier this year with Miss Marvel front and center for that. I feel like there's a really good blend of everything in there. Like when it comes down to getting things done, Mystique will do what's necessary. She will do the dirty to try and get everything done. And you need something like that on your team.
100%. I mean, to speak to my team, I think Magneto as a leader of any kind of mutant cause is always a good thing. I've got big muscle there in terms of Beast and Colossus, and Beast also adds to the Brain, as does Reed Richards. So I think we're kind of stacked in terms of both the Brain and the muscle. We've got a couple of wild cards in there, a couple of like this Kid Omega and Spike, who's kind of like these young kids with a bit to prove and a bit of an ego as well. Gambit's always a bit of a renegade, and Scarlet Witch is OP. So I think overall my team is pretty solid in terms of the balance between them. And Garth, you want to speak to yours?
Let's go with power. Let's place power at the forefront here.
Yeah.
I have heavy hitters in Apocalypse and Vulcan.
Yeah.
Not to mention a guiding arrow in Nick Fury and Cyclops.
Yeah.
Deadpool, let's just say he's there for comedy relief, because Apocalypse will have 2 pieces the first chance he gets.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna annoy the bloody hell out of him.
Yeah.
And then you got Matt who's running out the team with possibly the strangest power set. Above Apocalypse, but all in all they work well. They would work well together, but I think my team won't last because they'll fight each other.
That's fair. I mean, I think there's a
I'm just looking at it now like
exploding after 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
They'll rule the world, but the world will be broken.
Yeah, that's fair. So that is our Mutant Draft. Those are our teams. Thank you very much to Garth and AF for joining us. Please, as always, if you could please like and subscribe. It does this channel a world of good. As I mentioned before, you can also meet AF on his That's Geeky AF YouTube channel, as well as Sportycast. They're doing amazing stuff over there. Garth has been on this channel before, so frequent viewers of the channel will recognize him from other videos. But thank you once again, Garth, for joining us. I'll put his socials in there as well. And yeah, thank you very much once again, gents, for joining us. As I'd mentioned, please comment whose team you think reigns supreme of all of us. And yeah, hope to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.